Hello and welcome to Recap Master. The movie opens with our main character Rosie sitting in an elegant-looking wedding ceremony. She pretends like she is happy in front of everyone. As she begins her speech prepared for the occasion with a smile, it gives away something deep down that bothers her. We see a flashback of 12 years into the past, where we meet Rosie's childhood friend Alex. Alex and Rosie are best friends and have never thought about each other romantically. They have known each other since forever and share a lot of secrets. One night during Rosie's 18th birthday party, they both indulge in drinking and get very intoxicated. In a moment of drunken realization, Alex understands that he has been harboring romantic feelings for Rosie and kisses her. Rosie is getting her stomach pumped for excessive alcohol the next day. When Alex tries to talk about their first kiss, Rosie evades any discussion about it, saying that last night was a huge mistake and she wishes that night never happened. Although Alex is hurt by the remark, he lets it go. While in reality Rosie was talking about getting drunk and did not remember the kiss at all. Alex interprets her remarks believing that she is not interested in him and simply wishes to remain friends only. Later that day at a beach party, Rosie and Alex tease each other about their upcoming prom dates. Initially, they had planned to go as each other's dates to the prom. However, after last night's events, Alex feels like Rosie isn't interested. He proceeds to the prom with his recent crush Bethany from school. Meanwhile, Rosie is asked to the prom by Greg, the most athletic boy in school, as her date. The next day after the prom, Alex and Rosie are chatting in class with each other. Alex tells her that he got laid with his date, which upsets Rosie. She ends up cursing in front of the class, causing her to be punished. Later, still trying to overcome her jealousy, Rosie tries making a hormone sandwich with Greg, but it isn't the same for her. Greg also somehow messes up their protection and the condom slips inside her. Rosie has no one to call other than Alex to take her to the hospital to prevent pregnancy. After their visit, Rosie and Alex have a very intimate romantic moment in the car, which only lasts a few moments but leaves a lasting impact on both. Next day, Rosie shares her desire to live and study in America with her parents, who reject the idea completely. Rosie's goal in life is to one day own and run her own hotel. She intends to go to a hotel management course in Boston. They are worried about her and wish to be close by in case she ever needs help. However, her father soon relents, after she visits his workplace to convince him of how important it is for her. She begins applying to universities, and soon gets accepted to Boston University in hotel management classes. Her first instinct is to run to Alex's house to inform him of her happiness, but she is stopped by his younger sister Claire. His sister's attempts are futile against her excitement as she barges into Alex's room. Upon finding out that Alex is with Bethany in his room, and they were making a hormone sandwich, Rosie feels nausea and vomits. Hurt and jealous, Rosie leaves. The feeling of nausea does not subside, which makes Rosie suspicious. She visits her friend who works at a pharmacy. Upon acquiring a pregnancy test from her friend Ruby, she finds out she is indeed pregnant. When she reaches out to Alex again about her problem, he explains that he is meeting Bethany's parents today. Although feeling a bit dejected, she still wishes him good luck. Later when they meet, Alex also shows her his own letter of acceptance into a very prestigious Harvard University. She is still not her usual self, and Alex picks up on that. Upon his poking into the matter, she simply tells him she has to do something before leaving. Alex immediately offers to stay behind to help her, but she refuses. At the airport, Alex is still not content with leaving, but Rosie convinces him to go chase his dreams. Alex gives Rosie a parting gift, and she hugs him. She looks on with sadness as the love of her life walks away. Later at the pharmacy, Rosie informs Ruby of her intention of keeping the baby instead of abortion. She also convinces her parents to let her continue her pregnancy and keeps in contact with Alex. She lies to Alex about still attending Boston University, while she is at home heavily pregnant. Rosie is now in her late pregnancy, and her whole circle of relatives is there to aid her. One night Rosie's water breaks and goes into labor, which sets everyone in panic mode. Rosie later gives birth to a beautiful baby girl which she names Katie. The entire family comes together to help Rosie take care of Katie, as Rosie learns the ropes of being a new mother. One day Alex visits Rosie and tells her he knows about the child. They go to the beach and talk about it. Later Alex is seen at a bar where he meets with a friend Phil, who introduces Alex to his sister Sally. Some time passes by, and Alex is seen buying an apartment in America. Katie has also grown up, while Rosie has started working as a hotel cleaner. We see a short scene between Alex and Bethany arguing over trivial matters like hair in the bathroom sink. Fed up with his life, Alex texts Rosie asking her to visit him as he misses her a lot. The movie cuts to a montage of Rosie arriving in the United States and meeting Alex. They have a wonderful time together, each forgetting their problems for a while. They spend some quality time together partying and exploring. One day Rosie is overcome by her love for Alex and tries kissing him in the park, but Alex hesitates, and the moment ends. Later when she visits Alex's home, she meets Sally, who is pregnant with Alex's child. She is disappointed but doesn't let it show. Later Alex, Sally, and Rosie go out. Sadly it turns awkward with Sally being wary of Rosie making her leave. Later that night, Rosie angrily confronts Alex about his absurd lifestyle, and they end up arguing. Rosie leaves the US heartbroken and returns to her life. One day while working, Greg returns to Rosie and expresses his regret over how things turned out. He convinces Rosie that he wants to be involved in Katie's life, and we see a montage of the family having some good times. The movie cuts back to Alex as he receives a wedding invitation to Rosie and Greg's wedding ceremony. Rosie is now married, living in a new house with her family. One day she finds Katie with a young boy in her room named Toby, which triggers a happy memory for Rosie. Toby and Katie's young love reminds her of Alex. She tries to call Alex to share, however, Sally answers the phone instead, informing Rosie of her breakup with Alex. While on the phone, Sally goes into labor, which is later revealed to be not Alex's child, hinting at the reason for their breakup. One day while cleaning, Rosie is approached by Bethany, who boasts about her lifestyle upon seeing Rosie work as a maid. 5 years pass by, and Rosie gets a phone call informing her of her beloved father's demise. Later at the funeral, a despondent Rosie meets Alex again. Alex tries to hug her but is interrupted by Rosie's now husband Greg, who leads her away. Alex, still distraught about his last interaction with Rosie, decides to write her a heartfelt letter. However, the letter is picked up by Greg, who decides to hide it from Rosie. Rosie, who is currently reading the last letter sent by her father, is too preoccupied to notice. Alex continues to text Rosie, asking if she really is content with her life with Greg. One day Rosie receives a call at work informing her about Greg's disloyalty. Upon investigation of the information given to her on the phone call, Rosie eventually catches Greg cheating on her with another beautiful woman. Enraged, Rosie punches Greg, who falls to the floor like a sack of potatoes. She returns home still burning with fury and destroys her house. In her mad fit of blind rage, Rosie discovers Alex's letter hidden by Greg a few days prior. She reads the letter in a hurry and tries to call Alex on video, but soon realizes that Alex and Bethany are getting married. Accepting defeat, she doesn't try to contact Alex any further, but her friend Ruby convinces her to not let her love walk away again. Realizing that it might still not be too late, Rosie gets plane tickets to Boston. She must go through some hurdles, but she manages it with great dedication. She rents a van in Boston and makes the journey to Alex's wedding with Katie and her boyfriend. However, as she exits her vehicle in front of the church Alex is to be married at, all her hopes are shattered. Alex comes out of the church presumably newly married to Bethany and looking happy. The following evening Rosie gives a very heartfelt speech to celebrate the new couple with a heavy heart. For the first time ever, Rosie confesses her love for Alex, but later adds that she loves him as a friend, rethinking her decision at the last moment. The music starts to play, signaling a couple's dance. Rosie, still unable to see Alex with another woman, runs outside and silently cries at her loss out of sight. Toby and Katie also proceed to dance together. The music shifts to a more romantic tune, and in an intimate moment, Toby tries to kiss Katie, causing her to abruptly pushes him and runs away from the dance. Alex and Rosie simultaneously notice this and immediately leave to comfort Katie. While they are talking to Katie on the rooftop, They explain how they deeply regret their own mistakes. They urge Katie to not make the same mistakes as them, and give it a chance before making up her mind. Toby soon catches up and tries to profusely apologize for his actions to Katie, but she cuts him off with a deep, passionate kiss. As the children leave, Alex tells Rosie how she didn't acknowledge their first kiss, and he felt hurt by her rejection. At this moment they realize how they have always loved each other but have constantly denied it. Seeing that there is no solution to this problem as Alex is now married, they soon part ways. Later Rosie returns to England and begins the process of remodeling her late father's house into a hotel. The hotel turns out magnificent and starts getting a lot of guests. One day Alex checks into Rosie's hotel and surprises her. It is evident that during their last meeting and interaction, they had a deeply resonating understanding of their own situation. They had tried to make it work with others, but they never could because they had never stopped loving each other. Alex explains to Rosie that Bethany and Alex are no longer married. In a touching moment, he confesses his love to her and makes her understand that without her he will always be incomplete. A few moments pass, and then they eventually lock their lips in a first proper passionate kiss. The movie ends here, giving us a bit of very solid life advice. We should never be afraid of love or the responsibilities that come with caring for someone else. We should never hide our feelings as one day they might turn into lifelong regrets. Have a great day, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more interesting movie recaps.